Everyone, thank you so much for coming out and coming together this evening. I'm just really grateful that you're here. And I am singing for a sister district because states matter in the fight for social justice. This has been an incredibly painful weekend, few months. And I will say their names, George Floyd, and before him, Breonna Taylor, and so many more. And states matter because they make policy reform, like police reform, and criminal justice reform. And also tied to social justice and this particular election is the issue of gerrymandering. And this particular election in Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania is one of the most egregiously gerrymandered states. And if you probably already know if you're here, but if you don't know, to gerrymander is to draw the electoral maps in such a way that it favors one class or one party. And this is a census year. So whoever is elected in 2020 will help redraw the redistricting maps for the next 10 years. And so we want some democratic representation. And I want to move on to why I wore this particular t-shirt. This is a shirt that is 20 to 25 years older than our candidate. She is half my age, and this shirt was my mother's in the 1970s. And it says, "A woman's place belongs in the House and the Senate." So it is really that old. And I'm speaking about my mother because my first song is about my mother, and my head is cut off. Hold on. And my mom was the first person to make me politically aware. In the 1970s, my mom was part of League of Women Voters. She was part of voter registration initiatives, recycling initiatives, studies on wetlands and the importance of the environment. And one little tidbit I like to share is that when we would go grocery shopping in the 1970s, she would only buy the laundry detergent ERA because she supported the ERA, the Equal Rights Amendment. So in 1962, my mom taught for a year before marrying my dad in Italy. She taught in a very underserved community in Red Hook, Brooklyn. My mother was from Brooklyn. And she was only 23 or 24, but these children who were mostly Black and Latino really changed her awareness, and she raised us with awareness. And my mom was from Brooklyn, so she would speak straight up. And sometimes it was tactlessly, but she always spoke the truth. And she would say, "You kids don't understand how hard it is for Black Americans." And we would say, "Oh, Mom, it's so embarrassing. It's not like that anymore." And yet here we are today. And this is 3 months from my mother's death. And I am realizing more and more that my mother was right about everything that we are seeing. So I'm really proud that I was raised by someone who raised me with that awareness. This is a song called Jane. The first line says, "My mother was a twin, and when I came in, I was named for the one whose life didn't flower. My mother was named after her mother's twin, who died in 1902 when my grandmother was 2 years old. This threw my grandmother into such a depression that she couldn't look at the surviving twin, Martha. And so this began a pattern of mothers who really didn't have the nurturing to be nurturers themselves. And my mother didn't have the confidence that she might have had for someone so brilliant. But once she took a writing class, and I was so proud of her, so I wrote this song on behalf of her, and her name is Jane. Well, my mother was a twin, and when I came in, I was named for the one whose life didn't flower. Oh no. So she kept the neatest house in town and dared the dirt to take down another one. You know that my name is Jane and I'm from the ridge of a bay. You know I've had some pain and now I got something to say. And I might not write it right and I might get it all wrong, but I'm gonna get it down, down, down anyway. Well, I never could breathe in a house like a museum. Oh, there isn't much room to ever know where you could grow. And the rafters seem to hold memories of what might have been. You know that my name it down, down, down anyway. Said I'm gonna get it down, down, down anyway. 60 years of grieving someone else's losses, bearing other people's crosses, and heralding another yet to come. Forgetting I am also a beloved one, a beloved one. Well, I've got 2 girls, and they are to me the world, and they try so hard to risk so many things. I want to give them wings, so I'm gonna claim what's mine, and then they can take the breath of the sky. You know that my name is Jane, and I'm from the ridge of a bay. You know I've had some pain, but now I got something to say, and I might not write it right, and I might get it all wrong, but I'm gonna get it down, down, down anyway. Said I'm gonna get it down,